Hey everybody, we've got a quick and easy one today. It's just a 3-mile run, our first run at what will be our race pace. You know, I think I've mentioned it before, the race pace is probably going to be somewhere in the high 8 minutes per mile, 8:55 per mile, something around there. I think will get us towards our goal and also be, manageable for, our fitness and where we hope to be shortly. So one thing I learned from the past when I was working with coaches and doing other, marathon paced runs is I always was assigned a pace that was essentially, below my marathon pace. So if I was going to look to run about 8 minutes per mile for the Chicago Marathon in 2019, maybe 7:55, my marathon pace runs were a lot closer to like 7:45 for, 120 minutes or something like that, like as I was assigned a workout throughout the block. So we're probably going to shoot today for around like 8 minutes 45 seconds per mile. That should be fairly, manageable, and also again just getting us used to working during these what are supposed to be race pace runs. So that's what we'll go out and do today. It's only 3 miles. So we're going to actually do this on kind of a buffed out trail, and we're going to try using the Hoka EVO Speed Goat, which is a racing mountain shoe or racing trail shoe, and hopefully that'll get the job done today. So something a little bit different as far as footwear, but I just feel like kind of running along this softer path, and I think the EVO Speed Goat will get the job done. So let's get to it. We've got a light drizzle today, but certainly nothing that's going to stop us from getting the run done. We've had bad weather all week, so I'm used to it by now. I'm 100% sure I'm going too fast. Talk about it in a sec. Whew. Oh my goodness, definitely quick. Went out too quick and just had a hard time slowing down. I think it's hard to slow down like just a little bit when you're going a little bit too fast. It's hard to exactly, feel out shaving off 10 seconds a mile. So a little fast overall. Not necessarily something to be happy about. Gotta use these workouts to hone in my pace, so not the greatest thing, but talk a little bit about more what happened, why I think I was going too fast, because I think there's a clear reason. We're back home now. I've been able to look a little bit into the pacing, and I had said before that I think ultimately I was going a little bit too fast, and I think there were a few factors that led into that, so I will tell you the actual pace, but I'll just start off by, saying it was a really foggy, cloudy day, and I think the GPS took a little bit of time to catch on to how quickly I was moving. I was kind of stuck in this point where my watch kept telling me I was going around 9:10 per mile, 9:05 per mile, and it felt like no matter how much I was pushing beyond what I really thought, again, looking for like that 8:45 per mile time, it just felt like I couldn't get there. And there's a couple other factors I think that lead into why I ended up going too quickly. And one of them was that I was wearing, a different pair of trail shoes that I don't usually wear, the EVO Speed Goat. They're not necessarily like a springy road shoe, and it is like a buffed out trail, so I'm running on dirt. So I kind of felt like, oh, maybe I'm just not getting the same push off of the ground, and that's why I feel like I'm struggling to hit 8:45. So I kind of just started to accept, like, oh, okay, this is just going to be a run where I fall in around 9:10, 9:05. I'm not going to push myself beyond that, because I started to feel like the other signs in my body were saying this is really beyond what you're looking for in a, race pace kind of run. So I kind of settled in. But nonetheless, all of a sudden, my watch caught up, and I was actually moving around like 8:10 per mile. So I was right, and I didn't trust my body initially, that it just felt like I was actually going faster, and my watch was, tricking me into thinking that I was going slower. So again, because of the other factors, I kind of thought maybe it is just me, maybe I'm not feeling the right pace myself. So turns out I was going much quicker than I needed to go. I tried to slow down, the first mile went by, I tried to slow down some more, I ended up going faster, and it's just hard to slow down sometimes, like especially once you're in a groove. It's hard to shave just 5-10 seconds off per mile for the whole mile and settle into a new pace. So that's what happened. I'm not necessarily happy about it. I'm not looking to go faster than I wanted to go. There's a very specific, need for that workout. It's not to overwork. I know I could run a 5K faster than what the paces were for today. So the goal isn't just to go quickly. And now I'll give you the specifics. So the overall run was done at 8:37 per mile. It ended up just over 26 minutes for that 3-mile run. It sounds close. I mean, I know that I told you my goal in the beginning was to aim for around 8:45, but remember that's already, a faster pace than what will really be probably the race pace. The race pace will be more like 8:50. So, it's just, you don't want to push it too hard. Over 5 seconds faster actually adds up a lot over time. It adds up to how much it puts work into the muscles. So it was just fast, not the end of the world, but again, not something that I was really aiming to do. So per mile, we looked at 8:39, then I dropped down to 8:31, which is, what I said, I was going quick for sure in that second mile, and then another 8:39 per mile. So that's how it went today. Not the end of the world again, but just things to keep in mind and, help myself think about it in the next week and really rein it back in. I'll probably do these runs on a road or pavement in the future. That way I can truly, dial in my speed, because the last thing I want to do is go too fast when I'm actually at the starting line for the New York City Half Marathon. So definitely consider subscribing if you got this far in the video. There'll be a lot more running stuff coming your way. This is a running YouTube channel. Leave a like on the video for me, that'd be awesome, and I hope to see you in the next video.